Greetings. I always enjoyed railguns. Railguns are fun, very short lasting but fun. For best results you should split railguns into 2 groups, like 2 small to medium one group and 3 medium other group. That way you can shoot much more often and keep pressure on enemy shields until you run out of ammo, of course. What do you think? Should I start petition videos like Frontier, increase railgun ammo? Because last time railguns were tweaked, there were no shield cell banks, no shield boosters. So at that time it made sense, perfect sense to have 31 rounds, but now you need to double this amount to make sense. Now we also have many large ships, and there are many things I would like to see in the game. I would like to see heatsinks working in Super Cruise because we can use shield cell banks. If you try to charge your shields in Super Cruise with more than one high class shield cell bank, you will be overheating and you have no means to counter that. We have ridiculous amount of huge weapons available, it's not even funny. We have more ships available with huge hardpoint than actual weapons we can fit there. Really. Of course we need ship delivery, we are just wasting our time now. They've said something about next year, maybe, but I don't want maybe, I want definitely and now. Because ship delivery is something that must be in the game now. With multi-ship ownership and so many ships in the game, it's just stupid not to have it. We must have ability to store modules at station, so we don't have to sell them and buy back. And with crafting it will actually be much more important. I would also like to see Anaconda's HUD bug fixed, because still sensors are misplaced on your cockpit. For me it's more than enough to have one useless Viper, now we have 2. And I don't see any reason why Viper Mark IV shouldn't be closer to Vulture. Maybe if I make such videos and you will support me by sharing, liking, Frontier will pay attention actually. Because to me it seems that they don't realize there's a problem. But what they actually did fix is that when you hear engage, you still have almost 1 second to wait before your frameshift drive actually engages. So it was bad to see 3.9 and hear 4, but it's much better to hear 3 and see 3.9. Yeah. Anyway, back to railguns. This is very niche weapon. I use it only in 2 occasions: if I'm in a wing and fighting other players, or on my trading Anaconda. Because you can get rid of any NPC very fast. Players, not so much, you will run out of ammo before they run out of shields, and Corvette can handle railguns very well. If you use all 7 at a time, you will overheat after second shot. That's why if you are using full load of railgun, which isn't practical, split them in 2 groups. One group 2 small to medium, second group 3 medium. Then you can fire for much longer without overheating. So railguns are very effective, especially against large ships, because smaller ships, you can see how huge are gaps between weapons when you are close to your enemy. So against smaller targets, railgun loadout on Corvette or Anaconda is not that effective. But again, you probably will want to have another fire group where you can group together left weapons and right weapons, so you can shoot much more precisely at smaller enemies. But ammo count is just ridiculous. I would say we need around 50-60 rounds, so if they double current amount, it would make sense. Because now one-on-one player versus player, forget, you will run out of ammo before enemy will run out of shields. If you have any idea about extreme loadouts for Cutter or Corvette, write a comment below this video. I think I should try Plasma next, but Plasma's problem is that you will use it only against large targets and you have to fly more or less agile ship to hit enemies properly. I would like to see huge beam lasers, that would be really interesting weapon. Or any thermic weapon for that matter. Huge pulse, huge burst lasers, all should be very fun. Fly safe, commanders.